Welcome, friends. Today we find ourselves preparing for a rather special journey, not across vast continents or into the depths of the ocean, but into the sky above a unique Australian gem. We are in Toowoomba, a city perched gracefully atop the Great Dividing Range in Queensland. It is known affectionately, and for very good reason, as the Garden City. From the ground, its beauty is immediately apparent in its meticulously tended parks and vibrant floral displays, but to truly understand its character, its serene soul, one must see it from a different perspective. Toowoomba sits at an elevation of nearly 700 meters, a cool highland retreat from the coastal heat. We are about to embark on a gentle flight, a 10-minute meditation in the air, to witness this remarkable landscape unfold beneath us. Our adventure begins not with a roar, but a gentle hum. The air here feels different, crisper, carrying the subtle scent of eucalyptus and rich soil. This unique position gives it a distinct climate, a secret ingredient that allows its gardens to flourish with such astonishing vigor. And so, we rise. The transition from ground to air is almost imperceptible, a gentle lift that feels less like a departure and more like a natural continuation of our journey. The world below begins to shrink, but instead of feeling distant, it becomes more coherent, its patterns emerging with beautiful clarity. The individual cars become a slow-moving current, the houses neat little blocks of color, and the suburban streets intricate capillaries branching out from the city's heart. Looking down, the first thing that strikes you is the sheer abundance of green. Toowoomba is not a city that simply contains parks. It feels as though the city itself is set within one enormous sprawling garden. The trees from this height are no longer individual specimens, but a collective canopy, a soft textured blanket of varying shades of jade, emerald, and olive. This is the city's living lung, breathing a quiet vitality into the urban landscape and reminding us of the powerful, enduring presence of nature. Our gentle flight path now guides us towards the magnificent centerpiece of Toowoomba's public spaces, the heritage-listed Queen's Park. From the air, it is an extraordinary sight, a vast and perfectly orchestrated rectangle of green nestled right in the heart of the city. It is not merely a park, it is a declaration of civic pride, a testament to over a century of careful cultivation. The formal avenues of towering trees planted generations ago create stunning lines of shadow and light that stretch across the manicured lawns. These are not just trees, they are living monuments, silent witnesses to countless seasons of community gatherings, quiet strolls, and joyous celebrations. We can see the formal flower beds, which, depending on the season, explode in a riot of color. A painter's palette of reds, yellows, purples, and whites, arranged in meticulous patterns. These floral displays are Toowoomba's signature, and from this height they look like jewels set within the emerald green of the lawns. We now drift towards another of Toowoomba's horticultural treasures, a place of extraordinary grace and serenity. Below us lies the Juuraku-en, the Japanese garden at the University of Southern Queensland. From the air, its design is strikingly different from the European-style layout of Queen's Park. It is a masterpiece of subtlety and symbolism, a landscape that unfolds with a more organic, flowing structure. We can see the gentle curve of the paths, the careful placement of the rocks, and the central lake that acts as the garden's tranquil heart. The still surface of the lake acts as a perfect mirror, reflecting the deep blue of the sky and the soft, drifting clouds above. We can just make out the elegant arch of the traditional red drum bridge, a vibrant slash of color against the muted greens and grays of the surrounding landscape. The garden's 3 hectares are home to over 200 species of Japanese and Australian native plants, and from here they blend into a textured mosaic of foliage. This garden is a world unto itself. Its design follows traditional principles, creating a miniature landscape of mountains, forests, and streams. Even from several hundred feet up, the sense of meticulous care and profound intention is palpable. Leaving the curated serenity of the gardens behind, our flight path now takes us directly over the city center of Toowoomba. The landscape transforms once more, shifting from soft, organic shapes to a more structured, geometric grid. Yet even here, the city retains its gentle character. This is not a metropolis of towering skyscrapers that pierce the clouds, but a city of modest human-scale buildings. From above, The central business district is a fascinating mosaic of rooftops, a blend of historic and modern architecture that tells the story of the city's growth and evolution over time. One structure stands out with particular prominence: the magnificent Toowoomba City Hall. Another beautiful feature that becomes apparent from the sky is the collection of church steeples that punctuate the skyline. These spires reaching upwards are like quiet prayers turned to stone and timber. Surrounding it, the streets form a neat, orderly pattern, lined with heritage-listed buildings whose ornate facades are just visible. We can see the wide expanse of Margaret Street and the charming laneways that branch off it, creating a sense of history and enduring community. As we float above this urban heart, there is a sense of peaceful activity, a quiet hum rather than a frantic roar. The city feels alive but not overwhelming. Now, our journey takes a dramatic and breathtaking turn. We drift eastward, away from the city's center, towards the very edge of the plateau upon which Toowoomba is built. This is the Great Dividing Range, the colossal mountain chain that runs the length of Australia's eastern coast. Here, the gentle rolling landscape gives way to a sudden and spectacular escarpment. The ground simply falls away, plunging hundreds of meters into the Lockyer Valley below. From our vantage point in the sky, it is a truly awe-inspiring sight, a powerful reminder of the immense geological forces that have shaped this continent over millions of years. The edge of the escarpment is a rugged, dramatic line, fringed with native bushland that clings tenaciously to the steep slopes. We can see the winding path of the Warrego Highway as it snakes its way up the range, a testament to human engineering in the face of such a formidable natural barrier. As we soar along the ridge, the view is simply magnificent. To one side we have the ordered, cultivated plateau of Toowoomba and the Darling Downs. To the other, the vast, hazy expanse of the Lockyer Valley stretches out towards the distant coastline. Turning our wings westward, we leave the dramatic edge of the escarpment behind and drift over the landscape that gives this region its heart and soul, the Darling Downs. The view transforms into a seemingly endless patchwork of agricultural land, a magnificent quilt of fertile plains stretching to the horizon. The fields below are a mesmerizing array of shapes and colors, their tones shifting with the seasons and the cycle of planting and harvest. We see the deep, rich black of freshly plowed soil, the vibrant green of young crops, and the golden yellow of wheat ready for reaping. It is a landscape shaped by generations of farmers, a testament to hard work and a deep connection to the land. Dotted across this vast canvas are small clusters of farm buildings, a homestead, a few sheds, and a tall silo standing like a sentinel. From our high perch, they seem like tiny islands in a vast ocean of productivity. We can see dams glistening like scattered coins in the sunlight, their water essential to sustaining life and industry in this region. This is the breadbasket of Queensland, and from the air, its immense contribution to the nation's lifeblood is laid bare in the most beautiful and graphic way. There is a profound sense of peace in this landscape. The pace of life here is dictated not by the clock, but by the sun and the seasons. The wide open spaces evoke a feeling of freedom and possibility. Our 10-minute meditation in the sky is drawing to a close. We begin a slow, gentle descent, turning back towards the city as the late afternoon sun begins its own descent towards the western horizon. The light has changed, and the world below is now bathed in a warm, golden glow. This is the magical hour for photographers and poets, and from our aerial viewpoint it is nothing short of spectacular. The long, soft shadows stretch out from every tree, every building, every fold in the land, accentuating the contours of the landscape and adding a new layer of depth and texture to the scene. As we lose altitude, the details of the city begin to re-emerge, but they are transformed by the golden light. The rooftops of the houses glow with a warm, inviting hue, and the windows catch the last rays of the sun, flashing like scattered diamonds. This gentle descent feels like a slow, graceful exhalation after a deep, calming breath. We once again fly over the familiar landmarks, the spire of St. Patrick's, the clock tower of City Hall, the green expanse of Queen's Park. But they look different now, softer and more tranquil in the evening light. The golden light is a final, gentle blessing on the landscape, a perfect end to our aerial sojourn. We are coming home, not just to the airfield, but to a deeper understanding of this remarkable place. Toowoomba has shared its soul with us from the sky, revealing a landscape of quiet beauty and enduring grace, a true sanctuary perched between the earth and the sky.